What's up guys? Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be rating my top 16 Netflix series that I've watched in the past years. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. Okay, so number one that's on my list is The Circle. So if you haven't watched The Circle, you need to go to watch it because that show is a competition like thing and they don't know like who each other are. That's just a little rundown for it. But with that being said, I'm just gonna rate it. So I gotta give that a 9 out of 10 because it was good on my list. It was good on my list. Like it was good. Okay. So and number two on my list is All American. So I'm pretty sure they have 4 seasons as of right now, and season 5 is probably gonna be out maybe in like the summertime ish. That's what they say. But I will just give you a little rundown of what that is. So basically, it's this football player. For those of you that don't know the show or have never heard of it, so there's a football player, and he's like in a bad part of I think it's California that it's filmed in, and he's just trying to get out, so that way he wasn't in the bad situations and stuff. So yeah, so I gotta give that a 10 out of 10 because come on, you gotta give that a 10 out of 10. Okay, so next up on my list, Grand Army. Now, for those of you that don't know about that either, just give you a little rundown. So it came out in 2020, and it's based on a bombing that happened in New York City, and these kids were going like through school and everything. They had to get let out early and everything. So yeah, but then there's like also like it's also what they go through as like when they're in high school and stuff like that. But see, this season there's only one season, and I if they had a season 2, it would be a great show. But I'm mad that there's no season 2. I'm really mad that there's no season 2. But I gotta give that a 6 out of 10 only because there's no season 2 and they canceled it. So yeah, 6 out of 10. Just so I don't forget any of my ratings when I go through everything. So next up on my list is Outer Banks. So I'll give you a little rundown on this. So basically, they're trying to figure out who killed this boy's father and stuff like that. Then they figure out who it was, and they're going on through this other stuff, going on adventures, this and that. And it's a really good show. I like it. I gotta give that a 10 out of 10 because it, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Okay, next up on my list is Elite. Now, this show is a Spanish show, but I'm not sure how they do that. Like when it's Spanish, I'm not sure like if they speak English and like translate in English, or because I know that there's some people that don't speak English all the time. So like I don't know if it's their voices that are that go with the show or what, but yeah, this show is actually a good one because I like it. So it's about a girl. It's about a girl starts off and she ends up getting killed by a classmate of hers, and yeah, that show 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for me. 9 out of 10. Okay, so next up on my list we have Control Z. So that's about this hacker that like tries to like expose people's secrets and all of that stuff, and you know I think it's with 3 girls in it, or these three people, and then they become friends somehow because this hacker tries to, destroy their secrets and stuff. I'm gonna have to give this an 8 out of 10 because I don't know. Just give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Okay. Now next up on my list. So we have Never Have I Ever. If you've never watched it, go watch it. But I'll give you a little rundown of what that's about. So there's this Indian girl. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what I read. So this girl's Indian, and she's going through like life, like how we did when we were in high school and all that stuff. Well, for those of you that graduated with me, you understand. But if you're still in high school, you go through like life and stuff like that. And so basically her dad dies, and she's going with through all these like emotions, going through like changes and stuff like that. So yeah, basically, you I know like in certain like areas of the world, you know, you have to like do this and this for your parents, stuff like that. And she just didn't want to do it. Like, she was going behind her back, like sneaking out and doing all that other stuff. And so yeah, I give this a show a 10 out of 10 because it is a good show. But I'm not. Season 3 is supposed to be coming out soon. I'm not sure when. They've been said down on Netflix for mad long. Oh, season 3 is coming out. Like what? Can you give me an exact date? When it's coming out, please. Okay, so like I said, give that a 10 out of 10. Okay. So next up on my list we have clickbait. Now this is about a kid. There's these three boys, I do believe, and or there's just two boys. I'm not sure how many kids there are, but um, they go, they find out that their father is missing, and the lady, like the wife or somebody, is going on the news and saying, whoever knows this about this person, about my husband, please let me know, and stuff like that. Yeah, I'd never finished the series. But it was good. I don't know why I never finished it. I just didn't finish it. But I'm gonna give this. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's a good series, but I just didn't finish it. I'm not sure why I didn't finish it, but whatever. Okay, I don't care, Mom. Whatever. Okay, now we have next up on my list is Squid Games. Now, if you haven't watched it, I know there's some people that can't get into like these type of shows and like series and stuff, which is fine. But like, if you're like very interested in like, I guess you could say that this show is like kind of like suspenseful and stuff. And there's like, you know, there was never a boring like type of show. What is it? What am I looking for? There's never a boring type of part of this series. It like kept going, like kind of like pretty fast. So basically, if you don't know what this show is about, it's about like these people get sent these cards and they gotta go through these games and they win however much money and boom. So I gotta give that a 10 out of 10 because that movie was. Why did I say movie? It's not a movie. I'm rating series. Duh. But yeah. Okay, now next up on my list we have On My Block. Now let me show you. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what On My Block is, basically it's about these teenagers, go through things and stuff like that, and there's like gang affiliation and this and that. They go on adventures and stuff too. But I didn't like season 4. Really, I just felt like it was rushed. And yeah. But if base I'm gonna base off season 1, 2, 3. Okay. Those were a solid 10 out of 10. Now season 4, I'm gonna have to give that a 5 out of 10 because it just seemed rushed and they just seemed like they just wanted to get it out there just because the viewers wanted to see it. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to give that. Uh, I'll have to give that a 6 out of 10 because, like I said, I didn't like the ending. It was sad. Okay, next up on my list we have Tagged. Now this show has been, I don't know if it just came on Netflix like a while back or if it's been on Netflix for a while, but basically there's this dude called Monkey Man and he's like stalking these like girls and writing stuff on his online account and stuff like that, telling them what to do, telling them to meet me this place, and that place. And yeah, but when you watch it, you realize that it's crazy. So I have to give that a solid 10 out of 10 because the storyline and everything was good. The storyline and everything was good. Okay, next up on the list we have Made. Now, for those of you that have never heard of that before, sorry, I was itching my back. It's about a mother that she doesn't get abused, but she is more verbal than physical. So, she's trying to like help her kid out because she don't want her kid to go through the stuff that she went through as a kid because I guess her mom was abused and stuff like that by her significant other. So, she wanted to leave that because environment because she didn't want it to happen to her. And then she left, and yeah, so now she's just trying to get better and for her child. But then there's like this whole thing that goes, yeah. But you'll have to watch it for yourself. But for my rating, that's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for me. Okay, next up on my list, we have Blood and Water. So basically, that's about a girl that's trying to look for her sister that got kidnapped, but they say that she was sex trafficked and the dad like gave her up, which didn't happen at all. So yeah, if you all gotta watch it for yourself. I'm not sure if there's another season coming out for this. I'm not sure, but I hope there is. Excuse me, because this show was good. I liked it. So I gotta give this. I'll give this a 9 out of 10. 9. What the heck? My pencil went inside. Dang, it's mad windy out. 9 out of 10. Okay. So next up on my list we have Rebelda. Now that's another Spanish show that I've watched. I've never realized how much shows I've watched in Spanish, but that's crazy. But yeah. So yeah, this show is about like this private school that I'm trying to think because I don't remember, but so it's about a private school and they go like into the school like for whatever they want, like to extend their like careers basically. So there's like singing, dancing, like whatever you name. So and there's the most students that based on the show is they're like performers. So and they sing and stuff. And then there's this one group of people, I forget what they called them, but they like are trying to like sabotage these other people and stuff like that. So yeah, I have to give that a 9 out of 10 because that show was good. And I'm not sure if there's another season coming out for that. I don't know. I wish I knew about these because I really want them to come out. Okay, now next up on my list is Stay Close. Now that show, whoa. When I watched it for myself, I was like, dang, I did not expect that person to kill them people. Like, I was like, what? Yeah, it was mind blowing to me. Never even caught it. Never caught it. But yeah, basically, so there's this one girl. She was a stripper, and she was with this person that like abused her, I guess. And they're trying to say that he came back to life or some shit. I don't know. And somehow this lover comes into play, and this and that. You need to watch it for yourself. Okay, just do that. It's called Stay Close, and I gotta give that a 10 out of 10 because, whoa, gotta give it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Okay, now next up on my list is Atypical. So that's about an autistic kid. He goes through like these different types of changes in his life because being autistic, his mom was really like on his behind about things and stuff like that. She was just more of like the caring person and like, was scared for him to do like, certain things because she didn't think that he was able to do it because he's autistic. But he eventually goes on his own to like do these other things, and yeah, it's actually a cute story. And it just doesn't base on him like, so basically what I'm trying to say, the show doesn't just show him, it also shows like all of these individuals and everything. Gotta give that a 10 out of 10. Okay, because it's a cute story. I'm not finished with this yet, but I'm like on like episode 5, season 4. I think they're season 4, something like that. Yeah, but there's only 10 episodes per season, so yeah, I kind of like almost finished that in a while, but I haven't been watching it though. But okay, now so I'm just gonna go through all the shows so that way, just in case if you want to watch them, you can do it. Okay, so got The Circle, All American, Grand Army, Outer Banks, Elite, Control Z, Never Have I Ever, Clickbait, Squid Game, On My Block, Tagged, Made, Blood and Water, Rebelda, Stay Close, and Atypical. So, yep. With that being said, that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.